Hey everyone, Nirav here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of some impressions on Overwatch 2 so far from myself and Alyssa. We did this in a podcast format, so we're going to be it's going to be playing over the video. All of this video is footage I've recorded from me playing in Overwatch 2 on my PC. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy and get some takeaways from this. I gotta get an intro. Hold on, see if this works.
Oh.
How was that?
I wasn't expecting it, to say the least.
Yeah, it's a little Aflac duck, and you squeeze it and it shouts. It shouts its
Man.
own name. I guess it's kind of a Pokemon in that way.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that some of the Overwatch devs have talked about like being open to doing like
Oh
partnerships
yeah, the
with other
crossovers and
companies.
stuff. Yeah,
So maybe we'll get the Aflac duck in Overwatch.
I would love to have a skin for him for Winston.
Oh my god, can you imagine? That would
Uh,
just look like such an abomination.
oh yeah,
Like
I
a duck
mean,
with four legs.
oh god, he's got two arms.
Well, like
Um,
you'd have to turn his wings into arms to like make it fit on Winston's model, and it's fucking terrifying. Or just like put a duck head on Winston. That's literally all you would have to do.
yeah. Okay, so welcome everybody to the Game Busters. We're back. So I think as I've mentioned I've changed the description stuff, but we're going to be starting to do this every other week because I'm so tired and I've
Work
been
is
tired, and
hard.
I realized that in retrospect I've been so tired for maybe 6 months now. So it's like
Yeah.
maybe it's more of a permanent state of being.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's better off for everybody to do it in a way that allows us more time to prepare, especially with life and work and all of the other
yeah,
things we have going on.
it sucks because like I did genuinely like I when we started doing this, like I had like a lot of time to do it because I couldn't do anything else at all. And
Yeah.
um now I have a lot of other things to do, unfortunately, and like I'm also starting to do some volunteer work with the aquarium here.
Oh, that
I'm
sounds
doing
fun.
some like teaching, and I got to like handle the aminals at the touch tank and stuff and teach people about them.
Oh, that sounds fun. I wanted to start volunteering at the Atlanta Aquarium, but that's just too
Yo,
far.
yeah, no, it's Atlanta. That's maybe the best aquarium in the country,
Oh,
honestly.
for sure. Like they have
Like,
such an amazing aquarium, but like the problem, I mean, like it's not that I live super far. It's just every Saturday do I want to drive all the way
right?
downtown.
Are you like you're not in Atlanta proper?
No, I'm like 20-25 minutes outside of the city.
Okay, so you'd have to still go through like the Beltway and everything.
Yeah, and the roads are just
Yeah, it's probably like an
insane here
hour
on
trip.
Saturdays. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not an hour, but definitely long.
yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm doing that because that is kind of the I've always wanted to work in science education, and I need to just like start doing anything to like get my foot in the door, or I'm just going to
Valid.
be sitting behind a desk and writing reports about rezonings for the rest of my life. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm doing that too. So I've lost a little bit more time there, and I have friends now. Unfortunately, I have to go.
How dare you have
We
friends?
went to the beach yesterday, and we went to watch a meteor shower. Didn't see really any meteors. We were
I
out
was gonna
there for a long time though.
say like you said, we went to the beach, and I was like, well, yesterday it was like 50 degrees here. Like once the sun went down, how the fuck did you go to the beach?
We brought blankets and stuff, and we like
Got
laid down
you.
on towels and everything. It was like kind of fun. But we
But no meteors.
well, we were all like staring at the sky. Like I think I saw one. I think I might have just like might have been dust. Like
Might have hallucinated it.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're let's roll. Also, I've reached out. I got a few people confirmed. I still need to schedule them, but I reached out to some developers to start getting them on here. I need to just like not be
Awesome.
lazy and do that. And like if you ask, I think like the number of times I've asked developers to come on, like probably like 1 out of 3 times they're like yeah, and then they do. So like it's not
Mhm.
that hard. I don't think. I just need
Yeah.
to actually ask them. All right. So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about Overwatch 2. Have you been playing anything else recently you wanna talk about or?
Not really. I mean, I played Overwatch exclusively this week.
Yeah, this week that's true. Last week I was playing. I got back into Horizon Forbidden West finally, and I like it finally started clicking with me. I actually knocked it up to the highest difficulty, which is very strange for me,
Oh
but
damn.
I like that in this game. in Horizon, whenever you die, you start immediately back at the beginning of the encounter with all your stuff back. So like you
That's
can try a
good.
bunch of different things, and I kind of like each encounter being its own major event. Like I was fighting this sunbird, and I like had to. I went through my entire inventory, and it was like an hour-long boss battle, but it was just like one monster that was just like flying around.
Damn. Okay.
But it was like really fun because like it also requires some resource management because you have to like you basically run through your whole inventory for every encounter, and like the scraps that you pick up from the monsters you kill there are like all you have for the next one. It's like
Mhm.
actually it's a kind of cool layer to it. It feels like it was balanced a little bit more for a higher difficulty.
Yeah. And I
Anyway,
mean, it sounds like a good accomplishment. Like once you've like gotten
yeah,
through it with the highest difficulty.
it is. I think what I think I'm feeling the thing people get when they like play Dark Souls, but like the thing I don't like about Dark Souls is that like you lose all your shit every time you die, and the game just like shits on you.
Hmm.
So anyway, I think the combat's great. I think the story's kind of fucking boring, but I like Aloy, so you know whatever.
Yeah.
She's cool. She does cool shoot, cool bow. She's got like 17 abs. So
I love her. And I hate the men on the internet who shit on her.
higher fans, lol. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what'd you say?
The higher fans, lol thing.
Higher fans? What does
Oh
that
my
mean?
god, hold on. I'm just gonna send this to you. I think people listening will probably know what the origin is. Um,
All I know is that people were mad that she had like hair on her face, which is
yeah.
like so fucking normal for like any
Well,
human
no,
being.
no. You're treating these people like they've ever seen a woman in real life before.
Invalid.
Hold on. The I'm thinking people listening will know what I'm talking
Oh no, I
about.
know. Okay, I've seen
Yeah,
this. I've seen
but
this
it's like
before.
that's like the meme at the end. He's like higher fans, lol.
Oh, higher fans. I thought you
Yeah.
were saying like higher, like
Uh,
they're higher level or whatever. Like I don't know. But good God, no fuck fans. Nobody wanted Alloy to look like that.
okay. But they did do this to Zarya in real life.
IRL.
This is exactly what they did. Have you seen like her new character portrait?
Oh, well, the character portraits like lost all of their character
Yeah.
basically. Like they became a lot more boring.
Well, like the thing, like with Zarya, like everyone's like they ossified her, you know.
They
Um,
did a little. Well, I mean, she like looked scary and like a like I don't know, like her character before, like at least the character portrait from Overwatch 1, she looked a lot more like intense. And now she just like looks I don't know, like
yeah.
uninterested. I don't know
Like
what the fuck.
okay, here's like an example for you, but we'll get into this. But like you can see her like she has like a whole different face.
Is her face different?
Her head shape is different, is I guess what I meant.
I honestly couldn't tell. Like I
But
like
like
she still seems like a beefy babe to me.
she is still beefy, but like they also you can't really see it here in this picture. You can see in the character portrait like she's like wearing like lipstick and eyeliner now too, which is like
Oh, okay.
kind of weird. It's like it just feels like they did the exact thing that this guy did in this thing.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Like I feel like it doesn't like her new design doesn't take away from her
I
character
do
in any way.
I mean I like her new hair. I will say, but
I love the undercut ponytail. I think it's awesome.
I feel like she suffered from the same thing they did for everybody, which was just like I think they like tried to make them look more like human, and in that way they like kind of lost a little individuality.
Yeah, they lost a lot of their character by trying to make them look more realistic.
Yeah, but the anyway, let's roll into this. So I do want to like kick it off and like talk a little bit about like how we got here, and like um so they announced this game at BlizzCon in 2019, and they said that it was gonna like okay, so all of the things that they said about this game when they announced it, I think are not true at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they were like lying because I think that was the intention back then when like Jeff was still in charge there. For this to basically be a PvP expansion to Overwatch, and everything else would kind of remain the same.
Hmm.
Um, so the idea originally was that when they announced it was that you could play the PvP mode, and it would be a mix. You know, everyone would play the same PvP mode. And then it was like, you know, he's like, we have to justify our. Okay, I'm just gonna list Jeff Kaplan, director for Overwatch, explained that this was a major decision and that he had to justify his player-first standpoint to Blizzard executives, given the current industry trend to draw in new sales. So all new heroes maps and PvP modes were to be added to both games to maintain a shared environment.
Yeah.
However, Overwatch 2 was later announced as a free-to-play title, and that on its release on October 4th, Blizzard affirmed Overwatch 2 live services would replace those of the original game. And yes, the original game shut down on October 2nd.
Yeah, that was a bit of a disappointing thing, was that they decided to turn off Overwatch 1.
One of the it is really a shitty thing because it's like you did pay for this thing and it's gone now. And like, sure, it's like mostly still here, but it's like this is like a Frankenstein son of the thing I paid for.
Yeah. I paid $60 for Overwatch when I got it initially, and now I've lost that. But I mean, it's like I like what Overwatch 2 is like in the 5v5 aspect. I guess.
We'll get into the gameplay, and I will like actually like also sing some praises because I do think the gameplay moment to moment feels better.
Yeah.
So they also announced that 6 new heroes and 6 new maps were going to be available at launch. That
we have 3 so far.
We have 3. I'm still looking around, kind of poking around in the character screen, seeing if any others pop up. But what do you think the next one's going to be? My idea for the next character is just a unarmored, unclothed, full-length crocodile holding a machine gun.
I mean, that would be ideal, honestly, but I kind of really want Mauga, because do you know who Mauga is?
Is that the I think so. Let me look it up.
He's from Talon. So like he was Baptiste's partner, I guess, in Talon before Baptiste absconded. They have a short story with
how do you spell that?
Mauga, Mauga. He looks like he'd be like a berserker tank, and I just really, really want them to put him in the game.
Oh, I've seen this dude before. Yeah, absolutely.
He's dope as fuck. And I mean, like the short story they did with him and Baptiste, it was like him trying to get Baptiste to come back to Talon. But like in the end, like Baptiste obviously like got away. Mauga, like I don't know who the fuck knows what happens to Mauga. Okay. I think I just really want them to play him in the game.
Hear me out. I'm looking at him, and he does remind me a lot of Maui from Moana. And scrolling down, he is actually Samoan. So he will be played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Imagine though, like literally, didn't he say like in the past that he wanted to be in the game?
He did actually. He said that he would like to do that, and he specifically pointed at this character because he's Samoan and like
they could do it. They really could. They could do it in the game.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Confirmed for the next one.
I really fucking hope it is.
And then after that is what is this? What is the crocodile's name going to be? I think I think his name's Kronk or something.
Okay, Kronk would be a good crocodile name.
Yeah. But
they have to get the voice actor for Kronk, like from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. Actually, I was when I was out with my friends like the other night, we went to like a fancy restaurant because we decided to be fancy, and there was a cocktail on the menu called Cusco's Poison, which I did get.
Oh my god, what kind of bar was it? Like a nerdy bar or like
no, it was like a fancy restaurant.
That's insane.
And there were no other
Why
like
was that on the menu.
Right, there were no other like joke or pun named drinks on the menu. It was just that one. I was like, somebody worked really hard to sneak that in without anyone seeing. Damn, I want to reward their efforts. It was a great drink too.
What was it?
Hang on, I took a picture of it, of the menu. Let me see what was in it. It was Montelebos, Mezcal, apricot
tequila.
brandy, Cochi Americano, and vanilla.
Yummy. That sounds really good, actually.
Yeah, it's like over ice. It was really good. So anyway, we'll get Patrick Warburton in here for that. I'm sure he's available. Mm-hmm. He also is in the Family Guy.
Oh Peter. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Peter,
isn't he?
Not sure if that's going to work out this time. But anyway, So I'm. There are less heroes here than I kind of thought there might be, and I thought that because that's what they said that would happen. I think there are a few more new maps. I wouldn't say there's like 4 or 5 maybe new maps.
So. Just including the push mode maps, yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It would have been less without it. And to be fair,
Yeah,
I thought the push mode was going to be like an arcade mode. I didn't think it was going to be like a game. Like I didn't think it was going to be one of the main
yeah, it is.
game modes, and that confused me a bit because it just feels weird as a main game mode.
I like it a lot though as I've gotten into it. Like it actually it's stolen from Splatoon. Um there's a there's already a mode called Tower Control in Splatoon that is like the exact same thing as this push mode, which
Mm,
is still pretty fun, but I was like I love that mode in Splatoon, so I was like, all right, this is kind of fun.
yeah.
Um I think I like the robot a lot. I like the interactions the characters have with the robot too.
I think you can like say hi to him and he'll say hi back.
Yeah,
It's like Bob.
good times. So Um, yeah, as of now, we've gotten 3 new characters. We have Sojourn, Junker Queen, and Kiriko. So Sojourn is she's Canadian, which is cool because we didn't have a Canadian person until now.
Surprisingly not. I
Yeah,
mean, Far is technically half Canadian, but whatever.
right. Well, I mean, it's hard. Yeah, sure, but it's kind of hard to say that because Canadian's not really like a race or anything. It's not like
No,
a
no.
racial trait that would be passed down. But yeah, and then Junker Queen, of course, is from Australia,
And I'm in
from
love with her.
Junktown. Yeah,
I'm
she's
so in love
great.
with
I
her.
fucking love playing her. She's
She
actually
is
really fun.
so
Like
much
she's got a
fun.
great kit.
Her design is just like chef's kiss. I'm
Mhm.
so in love with her.
How did they fit so many abs on her?
I really don't know. I just find myself sitting there if I have a Junker Queen on my team staring at her abs.
She could junk me.
She could junk
Um,
me too.
and I don't know a lot about Kiriko. Like, what is her background? I guess
Oh wait,
she's Japanese.
did you not watch the cinematic?
I have actually not watched it yet.
Okay, so
Unfortunately.
she's a Japanese hero. Her mom is like a swordsman, and her grandmother was like this, I guess, like some sort of like she basically like communed with the fox spirit, like from I guess Japanese folklore, and like her grandmother taught her to I guess like use the powers of the fox spirit and whatever. So like she takes like half of her abilities from her mother as a swordsman and then half of her abilities from her grandmother who taught her how to commune with the fox spirit. And she basically is in this, I think it's I don't want to call it a gang, but they're like I think like a group of like
Like-minded
heroes that fight,
individuals.
like-minded individuals that like fight for what is the name of the place they live? Is it Kanezaka or something?
Yeah, I
Like
think you're describing a private militia.
kind of, well, they're not a militia, they're like they're like crime fighters. Like they fight
Oh, they're
the mafia or whoever, like whatever the like crime syndicates that are in the area.
Yeah,
Like
no, I know what you mean, like a vigilante team,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. And they all like are I guess like commune with different spirits from Japanese folklore.
nice.
So which is like really cool that they I guess like because like if they have a picture of her group and some of the designs in the group honestly look so much better than hers does.
I will say that
But
like there was a concept design also for Kiriko.
yeah, her concept designs honestly I think were a lot better than the one they went with.
Yeah, I'm not a
Um
huge fan of her default skin or anything. Like
yeah, I mean like I'm warming up to it a lot more than I did, but like I like a lot more of the concept art than they chose, I
I'm typing in
guess.
Kiriko gang. Let's see if that helps.
Let me see if I can
Um,
find it.
oh, there's her squad. I see it. Oh
Yeah.
shit, that looks cool as fuck, dude. This is just a leak from Persona 6.
Like it's just they all look so fucking cool. Like the bird lady looks dope. The what are the different spirits that are represented here?
There's a
Uh
raccoon. There's I think a turtle over there.
yeah, turtle. What is
Uh,
that one with the
yeah,
eye?
that's cool.
Huh.
But anyway, yeah, this is that guy a fish? I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, that would be fair. A fish and then like I don't know, like some sort of demon in the background.
From left to right, Tanuki, Amabi. I don't know what that is.
The
Oni,
bird.
yeah, Kasa Obake, and then a Kappa.
Yeah.
Um, I think they'd man. Some of these would be cool if they could be in the game, but I feel like they probably wouldn't. They already have like I guess they already have 3 Japanese characters. Is she like from? Is she? I was also like, is she American? Like she grew up in
No, she's
America?
Japanese. She trained with Genji and Hanzo when they were younger.
Okay, yeah, it's weird because she doesn't have an accent. Like,
She does a little bit. You can tell like at certain points that she does. But
uh,
like I don't know. I don't think I would use that as a something to say she's not Japanese by not having an accent.
No, I know. I just like I was kind of just guessing that she like grew up in America or something was the story, but
No, she grew up in Japan and trained with Genji and Hanzo when they were younger. Her mom, I guess, was the swordsman. I think that maybe helped teach them.
yeah. Oh, interesting. So yeah, her voice actor is Sally Amaki, she's Japanese by ethnicity, but she's American. She's born and raised here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, oh, she's part of an idol group, 22/7.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Wow.
Means we're gonna get some singing from her at some point.
That they fucking missed out on that with Diva, because didn't Diva do some like fucking singing stuff too?
I don't know about Diva's voice actress.
Well, no, I mean just like the character Diva though.
Oh, maybe. I mean, like she's considered a sort of idol, I guess, but I thought she was always more of like a Twitch streamer type of.
Yeah,
idol.
I think she is. Well, Lucio's always been around, and he does the music.
Yeah.
Lucio and Kiriko can do like a thing now. They can do a song together.
True. Well, you know how like Riot Games does.
Yeah, I know. I always think of that, and I'm like,
fucking
do that. What the hell?
Come on.
I don't even care if they're like not supposed to be singers. Like, I want to see like I want to see like May dabbing or whatever.
Exactly. Give us an Overwatch idol group. Like, I fucking need it.
So yeah, Overwatch 2 runs on like an upgraded version of the game's original engine and allows for like larger maps, more detail, etc. A lot more movable parts to the maps too was a big thing. So like they're more destructible now, which is cool. That was always a huge part of I do think that was a huge part of the first game's appeal though. Like when it came out, was like you're like actually destroying these maps as you're fighting each other on them. And then I guess somebody comes around and picks up all your crap afterwards, like pulling bullets out of the wall.
Like I remember them talking about like adding weather patterns to like some of their maps. And I don't know that I've seen that because they changed some of the I guess like obviously they changed like the time of day and like kind of like maybe the environment that you were in at the time, but
it doesn't
seem as dynamic as they wanted it to be.
Yeah, they have added weather into arcade maps. They have not put it into like quick play or comp yet.
Oh, okay, so that would make sense. I haven't played much of the arcade modes yet.
It was actually pretty interesting because there was a sandstorm on a map, and like I was like, this is kind of cool. I like this because I like can't really see what's happening, and I'm like, and like people like you like turn around a corner while you're like sneaking around, and there's somebody just like waiting with a gun pointed in your face.
Yeah,
it's fun. But yeah, they are supposed to add that stuff to the regular game, so hopefully that happens. So everyone got like a visual redesign. Some of them are more drastic than others. Some of them didn't really change. Like Hammond, was like, I don't know what you would do to him. You say hamster.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they ended up releasing this obviously last week. We are now in a post Overwatch 2 world. We're also in a post Chris Pratt as Mario world now.
Yeah, fuck that.
Which was like not my favorite part of the trailers.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's the meme? It's like I was so caught up in the euphoria of Jack Black as Bowser that I forgot that I lived in a world where where Chris Pratt is Mario.
Did you watch those like videos of them introducing themselves beforehand?
No, I really didn't want to.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good because Chris Pratt, like he's talking, is like, I grew up playing the original Mario Bros. Game, stomping Koopas in the laundromat. He's like he keeps like looking over to the side because he's like reading off a card.
Script, yeah,
and it's like so bad. It's like so, and he like doesn't even remember what Koopas are. He's like, and Koopas is like you couldn't have tried again on that one.
Why the fuck did they make him?
Oh my god,
I hate Chris Pratt.
But then Jack Black comes on. He's like, you know how long I had to train to become Bowser? I had to learn how to breathe fire. It's like fuck yes.
I love
and
Jack
he's like,
Black.
Yeah, and I saw something was like, it sounded like somebody was holding a gun to Chris Pratt's head, and that person was Jack Black.
Rightfully so.
Oh man, I love that. Yeah, he sounds great. Toad sounds fucking great too. That's Keegan Michael Key. He sounds great. Like Mario. Anyway, I think everything about that movie is probably going to be great except for Mario.
Except for Chris Pratt, yeah.
Which is admittedly a big part of it, but like, I mean, I think the rest of the cast is great. Like, I mean, Seth Rogen's already sort of a human Donkey Kong, so that works fine. I think Charlie Day is perfect for Luigi. I don't think I could have made a better casting choice for that.
Honestly, though.
Oh man, I think it'll be a fun movie regardless, though. Just like,
I'll try not to think about
let your
Chris
eye
Pratt.
let your eyes glaze over when Mario talks. Anyway, so yeah, Jeff Kaplan, of course, was the director of Overwatch 1. And anyone who's played the game, I'm sure remembers him. He was very
I
active
miss
with the
him.
community.
I really
I
miss
miss him.
him.
I miss him every day. I look at that little picture I have of him on the wall and I cry. Um, but like he did so much stuff with the community. He was like so forward facing about development, and he was a very player first mindset. And it's also likely that that is why he was driven out of Blizzard early last year. Um, we don't. He basically left after 26 years at Blizzard with like a paragraph long note, just like thanking people for the opportunity for the job, and
So
just that was it.
sad.
And it was like I could like see the writing on the wall before that happened, because all of the leads from Overwatch 1, all of the team leads have gone now. Like none of them made it to Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
And kind of seeing the how the game turned out, like I think that is felt.
Yeah.
Even the hero designer
The lead hero
resigned.
designer, yeah, which is
Yeah.
fucking insane to me. It like all that's why I mean it's not to say that like that's why a lot of the life it seems to have been taken from these characters, but I mean it was only very recent he left, right? Like
Yeah.
it was like a
He
month or
did.
two ago.
Yeah. He did actually do the design for Kiriko, which is the last character they made, and after that he left.
Her design is still like it feels a little lifeless to me, but
I think so too, but like I don't know, it's like maybe she has some fun skins, I guess.
yeah.
But like anyway, so yeah, in of course Jeff Kaplan left Blizzard in April 2021 with basically little to no notice, and Aaron Keller, who was one of the gameplay lead designers, took over the director role. And the developer for New Heroes, Jeff Goodman, left. Michael Chu, I believe is his name, the story writer, left. And then the art director left. The lead animator left. This all happened like between December 2020 and like April 2021. Like basically all the leads left the team, which is, I'm guessing, when this monetization thing was established.
Yeah, it's my assumption as well. Is like Blizzard decided to go in a direction that like they very clearly didn't align with and decided to leave.
Yeah. I will also say, like, I know some of these. I know Blizzard has some very problematic shit going on right now, and has had for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, Jeff Kaplan is like one of the like 4 people who is like not named in any of these reports, so that's nice to know. But
Thank God.
yeah, like a lot of people on the Overwatch team said he sort of like shielded them from the rest of Blizzard, and then like wasn't able to do that anymore, and like kind of had to leave.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But anyway, we moving on. Did you see the new Dino Flask video, like the last one he did?
I don't think so.
He just put one up like on launch day, and it was like amazing, because it was like Aaron Keller's like he's like it's like Aaron Keller's report or whatever, but Jeff like uses Sombra's technology to hijack the stream.
Oh my
And
God.
he's like living on an island like that's shaped like the word Jeff.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
That's all I've ever wanted for him. I just want him to be happy.
That video kind of made me drop a few tears, because it made me like remember like the golden age of this game, and like how like community focused this game was. And yeah.
I remember like very fondly remember the Christmas streams with Jeff.
Oh my God, yes. And like
fucking stared at
I
the
remember
camera for
sitting there
6
for like
hours.
6 hours, yeah, and look, he eats a bite of a cookie, and I'm like typing furiously into Reddit, like, what does it mean?
When he took the bite of that cookie, it actually means that
it actually means the new hero is going to be cookie based.
Oh my God.
But like that, and like I don't know, just the developer updates were fun and everything. But like I was also remembering that. Do you remember that song that somebody made like a long time ago, "Fuck McCree," the like edited song they made?
No,
with voice lines. It's so fucking amazing. Hold on, we don't need to listen to it.
I know that I've listened to like multiple different like Overwatch songs.
No,
but
this one's the best one. But it's made entirely with like voice lines from the game, and it's like a rap battle thing.
Okay.
But it's so well made, and it's actually oh, holy shit, man. Oh man, August 2016. Oh God, so long ago. Anyway, watch that later.
Yeah.
It's so good. But anyway, like I was like thinking about this song, and it's like this nothing like this is gonna get made again.
Mm-hmm.
Like people aren't gonna be doing these kinds of things anymore.
I feel like the age of what would I call them, like spoofy songs are over.
Yeah, that's sad. But
Yeah.
I did make a fun one on our channel. Go check it out on youtube.com/GameLuster. I did a parody song about Splatoon, which is really just kind of like how horny I am for Marina, the octopus girl.
Oh no.
So go check that out. But anyway,
Maybe
so
you shouldn't be working in an aquarium.
dude, I'm like shaking now because I'm thinking about The Boys. Have you watched The Boys?
Yeah, I love The Boys.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm just thinking about The Deep.
Fuck The Deep. In like the worst way possible.
He's just like maybe the worst, maybe close to the worst.
Close to the worst character in that series.
It's like at least like Homelander is bringing this like horrifying villain thing, and like The Deep is just like, oh god, he's such a bunch of shit. I hate him.
Such a mess and just such a pile of dog shit.
Dude, Homelander is like probably the best villain I've seen on TV in like years.
Oh,
he's
for
so
sure.
good.
I mean, like, it's a very realistic villain, and realistic not in that he has superpowers and is just like a total dick. Just like, I don't know, like preying on the fears and the, I don't know, like
this is exactly what that kind of person like with that kind of power would be in the real world. But anyway, so Overwatch stopped updating the first game in mid 2020. They did a summer event that year, and that was sort of the last event they did. And after that, they said they were going to focus all work on Overwatch 2, so there were no updates to the game for 2 years, which of course led to a lot of people falling off it, as these things are, including myself.
That's why I went to Apex.
There we go. Yeah, that was about when I stopped playing too. Was I played for like a few, because Echo was the last character. She came out like April 2020 or something like that, and I think like 4 or 5 weeks after that, I was like, I think I'm gonna uninstall this. I'm good. But anyway, so they changed the plans to release Overwatch 2 in parts, and they decided to release the PvP portion early, which was of course October this year. But they did a beta back in April, which I think both of us played. Yeah, we did. And that would allow them to continue to support Overwatch as time went on. So the game without its PvE mode has been released. I basically,
what I'm most excited for too is the PvE.
Yeah, right. That's the thing everybody keeps asking me about too. They're like, Nirav, you're the Overwatch guy. Where is the story mode? And I'm like, they don't have it yet.
I mean, they dropped one in 2020 when they announced.
Oh my
Overwatch
god,
2.
I know. What the fuck are you talking about?
Where is that shit? Where is it?
The first chapter of it was fully playable at BlizzCon in 2019.
Exactly. Where
the fuck is the rest of the story? I honestly, my thinking is that like when the like lead writer quit, they were just like, oh boy, like we don't have a story to write.
Yeah, but I mean, like literally, what happened to that mission? I just don't understand.
It's just crazy.
It's in the ether. It's gone.
I'm hoping. I don't know why they didn't.
I don't know why they didn't drop it with the initial game. They had it like prepared and ready already.
I know. I don't know. So anyway, this game has replaced Overwatch 1, so that game does not exist anymore. And so on the first day, so day one, give it up for day one. Day one, the servers were hit with a DDoS attack that made it so that nobody could play the game. Excuse me. In addition, people were finding that their like skins were not transferring over, their progress was not transferring over, including myself. Luckily my stuff transferred over on the second day.
Yeah, I had to get on the EU servers to like even get into the game.
Yeah, so the North American servers actually suffered 2 DDoS attacks like 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
And then a lot of streamers were using the Asian servers, I think, because this hadn't been attacked or anything. But yeah, so then there was another thing going on where like basically, by the way, I don't know if people know this, like most of the console players still can't get on. Like
Right.
no matter what server they're on, like Europe, Asia, and North, and like America. Like it's really shitty. And I have a friend who finally got his skins though yesterday. He's on PlayStation. Like they
Bless.
only just imported, and there was like a little note now telling you that like, hey, we're still trying to sync everything over. Like we've got your skins, but like your progress and your like coins and stuff are on the way. We just are like working hard on it, so they're coming.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
thankfully, like, I did an account merging, and, like, I mean, my PC account is only, like, a level 200. I had an Xbox account that I was, like, level 16 or 1700 on. So, like, my account successfully merged, and I got all of my shit back. It feels awesome to get all of that back, like,
can
because
I merge
because
that? I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Well, yeah, you can merge your Xbox account or like
I
your
had a
PS
PlayStation
whatever.
account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your PlayStation account and your PC account. Now I have everything back and my account level is where it was on Xbox.
Interesting. I wonder if I could pull some stuff over then.
Like I
Yeah,
have
I'd love to do
literally
that.
all of the skins for most of the characters now and I didn't before because I was only like a level 200 on PC.
Yeah, that was the same for me because like it says my I was looking at the hours because it shows the hour count now, and like on this because I actually had two different PC accounts also, which that's on me. I fell into bronze on one account. I was like, no thanks. um,
Valid.
but no, I had one PC account, and then this one has like 225 hours on it. I think was what showed,
Um,
and then like my PlayStation account had like probably 500-600 hours, if not more,
yeah,
on
and
it
then I got like
alone.
all of this legacy I guess like they call it legacy currency. I guess by not playing on my Xbox account for like 3 or 4 years, I just
Uh huh.
accrued so much currency that when I got onto the main game, I had like 20,000 or 30,000 legacy
Oh
tokens.
damn! I have like
Yeah,
4,000 of those, which like I'm fucking pissed off because they were like beforehand they were like, oh, your Overwatch coins are gonna transfer over and you can use them in the new game. But what they didn't tell you is that like you can only use them for like specific skins in the shop and you
yeah, which
can't
is
use
very
them.
frustrating. I wanted to
Yeah,
use it to buy the battle pass because
right,
I had so
exactly.
many legacy coins and I can't use them unless I'm trying to get skins that like I already have for the most part.
So then another thing that happened was that they first said everybody had to use attach a phone number to their account
Yeah, now
for
that's thank
SMS
God
messages. Yeah,
they
thank
took that away.
So this was a huge problem because first of one was the first thing I said was, well, what about all those countries where people don't use SMS messages and people don't have those? And
Exactly.
nobody answered my question. And then and then the next thing was that we found out that Metro PCS and Cricket Wireless, which are the two biggest like prepaid plans in the
Mhm.
US,
We're not like
don't work.
people. Yeah,
And so basically it was like, I mean, and essentially like telling like poor people you can't play this game.
exactly. That's so fucked up, dude. I don't know like
um
where the forethought. There was no forethought about that at
no, it was
all.
absolutely not. And so that 2 days ago thankfully got like taken back. So there are a few other things going on, and we can talk about the battle pass, but like, so let's not fall into the hole too far right now.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the gameplay a little bit. So
yeah.
yeah, like, so yeah, you I think we both like the 5v5 format a
I
little
love
better.
it. It's so much more fast paced, so much more fun. Like the games don't feel like they drag on longer than they need to. Like you're not like having one less person means one less like I guess character to get distracted by. So it just I think it allows you to focus your fights a lot more.
I think that's true, and like I also like. I think the whole thing has become faster paced with like a variety of things because there's first of all there's one less character, and then
Hmm.
so everybody has a little bit more weight in a way,
Yeah.
and then second, everybody is a little bit faster because like the
Hmm.
maps are the same size, but like everyone's like a little bit faster, and then at the same time the the respawns are a little bit quicker, but you're also getting
Yeah.
kills a little bit faster too, and like it feels like you're definitely like you're getting kills, and like, but like if you get killed you're back in the fight a lot quicker too,
Hmm.
which I kind of like as well. So like there's a little bit of a trade-off there, which I think it's like it kind of keeps the momentum up. And
Yeah.
something I noticed during the beta, which I mentioned, was that like all of the abilities that were used to slow people down have been taken out of the game.
Thank God.
Because like, yeah, the whole thing is about
May's
like,
freeze. That is like the I'm so
oh
fucking
my
happy her
god.
freeze is gone.
Yeah, and like her blizzard attack, like her ultimate still does slow people down, which is fine. It's her ult.
Yeah,
That's
it's her
good.
ult, so it makes sense if it's her ult. But like as a primary ability, it just made no sense that she could do that.
Hmm. Um, It's really like I like it a lot. Like Brigitte doesn't like stun people anymore. She just like tosses them backwards, and like that's a
Yeah.
lot of these abilities now is like controlling the movement of people, like pushing them around the map without like stunning them
Mm.
necessarily.
I think Brigitte's fun to play again. Like I've
I
been
think
playing her a
so.
lot since like Overwatch 2 draft.
Yeah, I actually did really well with her. I out healed our Mercy, but she might have
Mm.
just been really bad, so who knows? But you can never tell. But I think the some of the other stuff, like I play Sombra a lot. Like her
Oh.
hacking thing doesn't like stun people anymore either. It
Mm.
like for it all it does is like interrupt attacks that
Increases.
are in progress, and then it increases damage against
Yeah.
them for the next 8 seconds. So it's like you can still hack like if you hack Mercy mid res, like she fails, but
Yeah.
she's not like not able to get away again. Like she's not automatically dead.
Yeah.
Um, so it's like it's a good balance. I think a lot of the heroes feel balanced to the point that like I think less like swapping is going to be required.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like I've swapped characters a few times for sure, like mid match, but like I feel like less is going to be required than before because like it doesn't feel like any of the characters are like notably better than the others overall. Like, of course, there's counters, which is like a big thing, but like
Yeah.
you know, um,
I mean, like I'm able to identify. Like I think the swapping ability in Overwatch is one of its like, I guess like one of the points that makes it such a, I don't know, like a better game than a lot of others
yeah,
is because you can switch mid round when you realize something is going wrong. Because
yeah,
like in like what like fucking League or Valorant or whatever, like any other game that I can think of that's like a team based whatever, like you can't switch your character to like counter the people that you didn't know you were going to play against. So like now you can, I mean, in Overwatch you can switch mid around if you need to, and
yeah,
I feel like now it's a lot easier to identify when you need to switch
yeah. I think
versus
that's a
like
better
maybe
way to say it.
before,
Hmm.
like where it's not as easily identifiable, I guess. But I like how I definitely like that aspect of Overwatch.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think that's like one of the huge things about it. I mean, let me see here. I was like, I was just looking at this page here with some of the reviews and stuff too, but like, um, I don't know. I think this is probably a good point. Jessica Howard, who reviewed it for GameSpot, said Overwatch 2 takes the franchise from a genre-defining shooter to a trend-chasing one. As such, it has begun to feel less like unique sci-fi superhero comic book in video game form and more like a lot of other games.
Mm, I mean,
I can kind of see. I feel like the battle pass thing is the thing that's doing that, though. I
yeah,
don't know that the gameplay is like that, but like whenever people have asked me in the past, like what is Overwatch, I mean that's a perfect description because the thing I would always say is, you remember the airport scene in Avengers when they're all fighting each other? It's that, but it's a video game.
yeah. And I think like the gameplay itself definitely I wouldn't agree with that, but like I get the money grabbing techniques that they're
Yeah.
using are not ideal because they're just doing what every other company is
Oh,
doing
you don't want
now.
to pay 20. You don't want to pay $20 for this recolor of Junker Queen,
Oh my god.
dude.
It
Her
is
skins
fucking
are
insane that
so
it's $20.
shitty.
I
They're so
know.
bad.
Her punk skin is the only one I like genuinely like. Like that is and it's because they don't just use her main base model and recolor it. Like it looks different. But god, like I'm glad loot boxes are gone because I mean that was also very predatory, but uh
Yeah, okay, so the thing is, like, at this point, at this very point in time, I miss the loot boxes.
no, I don't miss them at all. They were awful.
I do. I think this is almost like it's weird because this is like I don't know if this is like worse or not. It's worse for me, but like, is it more predatory? I don't know. Like,
Like it just you were never guaranteed the ability to get a certain skin in an event unless you saved up before the event. Like and then
yeah,
otherwise you would have to buy like a shit ton of loot boxes and then you wouldn't even be guaranteed that you would get enough currency with those loot boxes to get the skin you want. Or get the skin regardless. Like I hated the loot box system. It's awful. Like I mean not that
uh,
this is much better, but like
yeah.
still.
Um, let me see here. Okay, so I don't know. Like so the way that this works though, like each of these skins, like if they're 20,000, like God, look at this. It's nothing. And like also like most of the new skins are like not very good. Uh, some of
I
them are
like
cool.
Sojourns. I like Sojourns. Like some of like her like I guess Overwatch skin, like from when she was younger. I love that skin.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's see.
I was looking at let me see here. I'm trying to anyway, there's ups and downs to this, and like I would not have any sort of problem, to be honest, with having this battle pass, like, because I think it's actually a fine form of progression and everything, and I think like for $10, like the amount of stuff that you would get over a season of playing, like I was like, that's pretty solid.
Uh,
However, like the whole mechanic of like locking the new hero behind money is just like completely like, I don't know. To me, it just is like, okay, I don't think these people understand the game that they're making.
mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I
it,
mean, locking the characters definitely was not a good
it's,
concept.
I mean, genuinely, I was saying to like somebody else trying to explain this, like, I mean, it's like if they put out a new gun in Valorant and then locked it behind a $10 battle pass.
Yeah, it's not great. Not good at
Um,
all.
because like the characters are like the game, it's not like quite the same as like Apex or Valorant, which are similar games, but both of those are like very, very gunplay focused, with your
Yeah.
characters being sort of secondary, and like this is so not the thing for Overwatch.
No, I would 100% agree.
It's kind of just shitty, and like I think honestly, if they had shown this battle pass and been like, it's $10, you get all this shit, and like the character is like free at the beginning of the season for everybody, whatever, then like I would have been like, fuck yeah, and I would have bought it immediately. like
Yeah.
um but yeah, I don't know, the skin's costing like $20 for what I used to be able to get just by like playing the game, and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't have you looked at the numbers on like how fast you can earn coins and stuff?
No, not
Okay,
really.
yeah, you're gonna be mad now, get
I
ready.
know, I probably will be.
Do you know how long it would take if you played every single daily and weekly challenge every day? Do you know how long it would take you to save enough money without buying anything else to get one skin in this game?
How long?
8 months.
What?
Yeah,
Okay, no, that's garbage. That's
yeah,
actual garbage.
yeah. So and I was like, what are they trying to encourage us to do? Because a lot of these skins aren't on the battle pass either, and it's like
Yeah.
all they're just actually expecting you to spend $20 to get it. Because
I
like you
don't get
get
why the battle pass is like $10, but then they make individual skins $20, which I don't know. Like the whole
also like the whole thing was like it's a cyberpunk battle pass, and like only two of those skins are on the battle pass, and the other ones you have to
yeah.
buy, and I just like, I don't know, it's so crazy how like I don't know. I think, okay, I will say I think they're gonna have to restructure this just based on what's happened here.
Yeah, I mean they're getting
um
a lot of bad reviews for it, so they're going to have to.
I think also what I'm hoping when things like this happen, which is always what happens, they're gonna be like, we're sorry everybody, we're giving everybody like 1,000 coins or whatever, as an apology, so you can like
Mhm.
buy next battle pass or whatever, and then we're gonna like restructure how the battle pass works for the next season, etc. So I'm hoping that'll happen. I think it probably will if they want this game to like live, because like,
Yeah, if it's going to have any sort of longevity, they have to make sure that the
yeah,
player base is happy.
it's so crazy because like I mean, Overwatch like one like did have that like player base coming back all the time just because the game was fun and it was
Yeah.
inviting. And like this, I will also say, like, I feel like at the beginning Overwatch 1 was like a casual game that you could also play competitively, and like
Uh-huh.
this game kind of feels like the opposite to me. Like it feels like it was made for a competitive nature, but you can also play it casually.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I feel the same way about Valorant. That's absolutely a competitive game. You can also play casually.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I would like to talk to a new player, I think, about that,
Yeah.
and see how it feels, because I genuinely would like to know, like, does this game feel like inviting to you as a new player, or are you kind of like put off by how much stuff is going on?
Yeah. I
Um,
don't know, cuz I mean, the player base that's coming back is definitely going to make it harder on the new players. Just because like they obviously like I know how to play the game, and if I get into a game with somebody who's like very new, then it's going to feel very one-sided.
they
But I
are
mean, matchmaking, yeah, should hopefully prevent that. But
theoretically,
like,
yeah, theoretically
is
the
it?
matchmaking is sticking people together, but like as far as people have been saying online, that is not the case. So,
Yeah.
um, that's also a huge thing that's happening, is like the matchmaking is like super screwed up. So like you're getting people in completely disparate like ranks and stuff like against each other, and
Mhm.
it's like again, it's just like not really inviting. And so you know about the thing where like if you're a new player, you have to like earn the heroes and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's which I don't necessarily dislike, but at the same time, what they do is like they're like you don't have all the heroes. You can pay $40 to unlock all of them though.
It's so stupid.
And so it's like, oh, okay,
Like at
so
that
it is
point, you
just
are just paying for the game.
yeah, you're just money grubbing again is what happened.
Yeah.
Because they're like we're really focused on like making it a welcoming new experience for players and not overloading them. But like if you pay us $40, you can have all this stuff.
Yeah.
Uh Man, it's like it's such a different like mindset to every aspect of this game than when they made the first one. Like um I don't think this game is doomed or anything though. Like I just think Blizzard needs to like actually listen to what people are saying and like adjust themselves based on it. Like
Yeah, I think it's not. It wasn't worthwhile for them to like completely switch up their approach, just because it takes away like what people had identified Blizzard as before.
yeah, which I mean to be fair, like that Blizzard has been dying and been dead for years now.
Yeah,
Like you remember the
you're
whole
not wrong.
Diablo Immortal thing from earlier this year and like which was literally a pay to win PvP game.
Yeah, I did hear a lot about that. I didn't play Diablo, but I had
I
friends
did
that told me
play
about
I
it.
did yeah, I played Diablo Immortal for like 4 or 5 hours and then I got to the part where people were had like weapons that were like 3,000 levels above me and like
Uh-huh.
everybody had that and then if you didn't have that you would just be killed and so you couldn't play the game anymore.
It's so garbage.
Literally there's a great YouTuber that I'm actually a patron of his, Josh Strife Hayes. Check him out, but he did a video outlining the actual gameplay ties to the monetization of Diablo Immortal
Uh,
and it's fucking horrifying. Like if you watch this it's like the things that they do to like trick you into spending more money. Like if you were to actually like spend enough money to play the game fully, you would be spending over
yeah,
$2,000
I do
on it.
remember hearing that. I think you might have told me that
I might
actually,
have,
which is
yeah.
still
It's
insane.
just go check it out on YouTube. But anyway, it's that is the Blizzard we're dealing with now, is what I mean, you know? Um
Yeah.
and like every like and I'll also say this, like Jeff Kaplan actually was like literally not exaggerating the last person left from like the old Blizzard, like from
Uh-huh.
their kind of golden era. And him leaving was sort of the end of that era of Blizzard. Like it's there's nobody in a management position still there from like pre Hearthstone days.
Hmm.
um
I think they're trying to like do what Riot Games does because I mean, Riot Games is like weirdly popular for how money grabby they are.
it
So
is weird, yeah.
my
And
thought
it's
is
like
like they're probably gonna do like they're probably going to be okay. It's just they're gonna piss off the player base that they had before that like doesn't like those things. I don't know. Like it's very because I don't think Blizzard is on the same level as Riot in any regard anyway. Just because of like how good Riot is at um I guess commercializing their content.
yeah, like it's I don't know if that's the word, but I know what you mean. Like the
Not commercializing, but like advertising.
yeah,
Like I
marketing, I
guess
guess.
yeah,
Yeah,
marketing.
but anyway, yeah, you're right though, because like I mean, a League and Valorant are both like huge still, and like
You
what
have
is
to
it?
pay
Even the
$60 for a fucking skin. Well, not
right.
just
I was about to
dependent,
say
but
like I think the skins in League go from like $5 up, right, or something.
yeah, like usually you'll pay like at most like maybe $30 for a skin, but in Valorant it's like $40 for a skin, like for a gun skin.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Um.
20
By the
to
way,
40 for a gun skin.
yeah, they did add little gun charms to Overwatch 2.
I haven't put any on yet.
I haven't either because I
I
haven't.
got my gold skins back though from my Xbox account. That made me very
Oh,
happy.
you did? Yeah, I have a gold Reinhardt on there. I need to get him in here.
Yeah, I got my gold
Um,
Ana gun and my gold Pharah gun.
Hammer down. So I think the moral of the story is you can't trust the system, man.
Yeah.
Don't believe them. Don't believe their lies. I do really think like I'm having fun playing the game though is the thing still. You know, I'm like
Mhm.
still jumping in every day and like I've got like, I'm like I have not been paying attention to the challenges at all. Like the circles are filling up, but I don't look at them. It's like
Yeah.
I just want to play the game because it's fun. I will say that
Same.
like I feel that the sense of progression feels like it's not really there anymore. in a
Mm.
way. Like, this
I mean,
is
how much do you have unlocked already? Because that's my thing. Is like I'm not unlocking anything really new because most of the stuff that I have now has been unlocked.
well, it's not just that. It's there's no way to unlock. The only method of unlocking things now is the battle pass or paying for it. Like,
Yeah.
so what if anything doesn't
Oh, I
come on
see
the
what you
battle
mean.
pass?
Okay.
Yeah, there's no like levels. There's no like way to get skins other than that. But basically, the hold on one second. I'm trying to find this from a few days ago. I saw, but
Wait, so how do people unlock characters now? Because I mean, like I have them all unlocked, so I don't
so
understand the
if you start,
concept.
sure. So if you start this game as a new player right now, Overwatch 2, you will
Mhm.
start with a selection of 15 heroes. So basically half of them out of,
Mhm.
well, there's 34 of them, so 15 of them, and then you have to play games in quick play or arcade, and you are locked off from comp. And you play games in quick play or arcade, and after you, every time you play 5 games, you unlock a new character.
Okay.
Um,
I
it's
mean,
it's not though. It's not bad. And like they did. One thing I was worried about was like because they said like you'll start with a selection of characters, and I was like so worried like they're gonna like start people with like a May and Doomfist, and like no one's gonna play this game.
yeah, yeah,
Like, no, it's actually a good selection of the starter characters. It's like you get you start with like Mercy and Reinhardt and Soldier. Like the more basic characters to play, etc.
yeah.
So
I guess
like
I can't shit on that too much because, like,
see again like sorry, what?
it does make sense. Because if you're just like learning the base characters first and you're understanding how the game plays, then you can do the more like, I guess, like hard to play characters.
No, I actually don't. I don't dislike that. And out there, but at the same time, it's like, oh, okay. So the problem is that they're saying like this is good because it does control the new player experience in a way that makes it so that you can ease into the game, and I like
Mhm.
that. Or you can pay me $40 and you don't have to do that. um,
Yeah, it's fair.
so it like almost is like so they it feels like they don't actually care about that.
Yeah.
So hang on, I'm trying to find this list somebody put together. Yeah, here's a few things that like make the game like less like rewarding. Like they've like so they've gotten rid of like the being on fire thing, sort of, but it's also still there. Have you noticed
Yeah.
that? So
Yeah, well,
like
because then the meter is still there, right? Like it's you just
so you
don't see
can't
it
you
green.
can't see that you're on fire, but you still will shout it when you are. And also they recorded new voice lines for it and for the new heroes, but like it doesn't like actually say that you are anywhere.
That's so
um
silly.
so after the game summary, like we don't have like the medals anymore. We don't have cards like saying like, hey, this person did good. Like, you should show them some appreciation. Like, it's very hard to know that you've done well in this game unless you already know how the game works. Like, if I
Mhm.
was a new player, how would I know if I've done well?
Yeah.
Um, it also feels bad because the game just sort of like ends and like there's not like a finality to it in a weird way.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I do kind of miss the like what was it, the endorsement system at the end of the game. Like it didn't have to keep the medals. Like I don't give a fuck about the medal system.
Yeah,
It's just
agreed.
like
I
having the
agree with that.
endorsement thing at the end was nice. Like I don't know. I miss that.
Um, yeah, the oh, hold on. Someone did the math. All Overwatch 1 cosmetics would cost players $12,000 to purchase. Nice.
Oh my god. Thank God I earned all that content over
I
him.
know. But see, that's the thing. You were able to earn it. Like no one will ever be
Yeah.
able to earn it again.
That's
Um
fucked up.
yeah, I'm there was
Like at
this
most I spent like maybe $200 or $300 on Overwatch at most.
so Jeff Kaplan had this interview a while ago which I remember reading, and maybe this is how we kind of close it down. But like, just sort of like rip F's in the chat for this one. There's an interview
F.
with Jeff from 2019, and just listen to this and then think about like what the game is now.
Mhm.
um, all right, this is from the article here. Kaplan's argument is that keeping players happy boosts the game's health in the long run, even if short-term gains won't be as big. I try to
Mhm.
tell the execs that if we do what's right by the players, they will be happy, we'll have a better game, and we'll end up in a better place in the long run. Rather than
Mhm.
having the short-sighted thinking that's usually driven by the anxiety of the only way to get players to play Overwatch 2 would be to cut off all Overwatch 1 players and starve them out and force them to come over, and sort of make the game just die on the vine.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, is not the right way. I always try to come at things from a player first standpoint. What do I want as a player? And I'm really lucky I work with a lot of awesome people who are willing to take big risks, and they look at things differently and go, we can influence this to be different. Kaplan went on to claim that the release of the original Overwatch was equally challenging, and he had to convince people internally that a new FPS could succeed with an upfront cost. The fact that we were going to include all the future heroes and future maps, moving forward on basically a boxed game was unheard of. A lot of people at the company had to take a big leap and go, nobody else is doing this, and we challenged. We said, we think this is right. If I'm a player of the game, this feels fair. So, like, all of this is not happening now. So, like,
that's so sad. That's Jeff, come back. We need you. In our time of need, he's left us.
Yeah, I mean, I also super don't blame him for leaving, considering what Blizzard is like on
either.
the inside. Like, holy shit.
They fucked him over, like, just by not listening to him. And I understand the reason that he probably left was because of this the different monetary model.
Yeah.
But and it's sad because he did actually genuinely care about the game and the people who played it.
Yeah, I I feel so bad also because here's some more things here. Like, so there's no leveling anymore is the thing. Remember, like, you used to have like a level, right? And like,
yeah, I mean, it's in your career profile, but like, I don't look at anyone's career profiles, to be fair.
Well, those are just we're not going to gain any more levels is the thing.
Wait, what? But like, you have
you have a battle you have a battle pass level.
No, your level is on your career profile.
Yeah, but that's just indicating what level you were. Like, it doesn't change anymore because there's no experience or leveling thing anymore besides the battle pass.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
Well, then why is it on the career profile? Like, like, there's no reason for it to be there then.
See, I think you could see what level you were.
Like, my Xbox level, like, I guess maybe plus my PC account level is like what's on my career profile now.
I'm pulling up in the game right now. I'll check it out. But no, you don't gain experience from matches anymore. Like, the experience you gain from matches is just the battle pass.
That's stupid.
You don't get levels. So
I missed my account level. I like that.
Yeah, hang on.
Well, I like because I see my gold profile. Border like on my career profile.
Yeah, if you go to your career profile, you can see it, but it's not going to change.
It's stupid. I want it to get higher.
Time played, competitive. Yeah, this one's only got 227 hours on it. I gotta merge my accounts, baby.
Yeah.
So also there's apparently a bunch of some people have noticed this. I haven't really noticed yet, but like Sojourn has like a lot of the same sound effects as Soldier, so it's like very weird because like that's an important part of the game is like being able to tell what you're fighting based on like sound,
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't notice that, and I played a bit of her, but
yeah,
maybe I'll try and play both of them and see like if I notice.
Yeah, it's very weird because like I don't know the well, goodbye Shield meta. That's fine with me at least.
Thank God, fuck Shield meta. That shit was boring as fuck.
Yeah, I saw a great meme. There have been some good memes for this too, but like I saw one that was like the exploding brain thing, and it was like Echo players copying the new characters so they don't have to pay for them.
Oh, true.
And then there's another one of like that like that meme of like Drake and Lil Yachty with like the computer thing, like of that like that with like Orisa players finding out what fun is for the first time.
Oh my God, true though. Like, she's actually fun to play now. Like, playing her in the beta was so fucking refreshing, and she's like, they didn't take that much away from her after beta. It just feels nice. It feels very fun.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is I see here. This is the characters you start with if you're a new player. Orisa, Reinhardt, Winston, Zarya, Pharah, Reaper, Soldier, Torbjorn, Tracer, Widowmaker, Lucio, Mercy, and Moira, which I think is like a good slate of characters.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Also another thing, if you're a new player, then you can't play competitive until you win 50 quick play matches.
That's insane. That's such a high number. Weird. I mean, like, the games are a lot quicker now, but like at the same time, that's a lot to have to put in just to get to competitive.
Yeah.
Like, does it like count that for you? Does it tell you how many games you have left to play until you can play competitive?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm still yawning ridiculously.
Yeah, I have to yawn my way right over to another thing now. Oh no.
I need to clean my house and run errands.
Okay, so anyway, thank you guys for joining while we kind of just yell a little bit. Look at all these fucking character. Look at this. This picture you can see better. Look at what they yassified her.
Who
Hold
did they,
on.
let me see.
Look at Zarya in this picture of the character portraits.
Okay, now I can see what you mean. They yassified her. They just didn't make her look as angry, and they took away her like butt chin. That's sad.
I miss the butt chin. Yeah, it is weird, but like somebody also, I remember somebody like did like a thing where they like showed the silhouettes of these characters, and you can see like how much like they all look just fucking the same. And now it's like, because they used to have like different, like they didn't all, I don't know, they looked different.
The expressions are just different.
Look at Junkrat though. Like they made him so much less interesting.
I mean, like these are definitely more based off of their like in-game models, but it's sad. It makes me sad.
Yeah, I like Hanzo's beard though. I'll say that's an upgrade.
I think Hanzo's hot as fuck.
He's got like the hot middle-aged man thing going. Like he's got
the dad thing going, even with his even with his like non-exposed titty, he's still very, very attractive.
Oh yeah, I love his fucking suit. I think it's cool.
His outfit looks good. It makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll get story mode eventually. Who fucking knows
Let's
anymore?
Pray. I want PvE.
And we'll have to, and no, don't worry, you'll have to fork over money for that too.
I probably will. Yeah. And I'll pay it because I've been waiting for it for so long.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it for 6 years. So, all right. Well, anyway, let's roll out of here. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back. I think I have a developer lined up that we might be able to get on for the next episode. So,
very nice.
Yeah, it will be cool. We'll see what they got to say. All right, cool beans. Everybody, go play. All my Hanzo mains out there, remember you are loved, you are valid.
I don't know if I say the same, but go have fun. Play some Sombra. She's actually viable now.
Yeah, it's great. It feels good, man. It feels good. All right. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Hey. Oh, wait, I have to do a voice line to take us out. Sorry. I got it. I need healing. That was Genji.
I hate it here.